So the next thing we're going to do is adding and subtracting with scientific notation. So when we're adding and subtracting, we are going to still have the same power of 10. So we have to have the same power of 10. If the powers of 10 are the same, we just add or subtract the numbers and then repeat the power of 10. If we have different powers of 10, if the numbers are in scientific notation do not have the same power of 10, you can choose to rewrite one of them so that way they have the same power of 10. So let's take a look at the first two examples here. So the first example, we've got 6.2 times 10 to the 8th plus 2.3 times 10 to the 8th. So we notice it's got 10 to the 8th, 10 to the 8th. We don't have to do anything there. So all we're doing is adding 6.2 plus 2.3. 6.2 plus 2.3 is 8.5. And then we keep the times 10 to the 8th the same. Next, we've got 9 times 10 to the negative 3 minus 4 times 10 to the negative 3. So I've got negative 3, don't have to change those. So I'm just going to do 9 minus 4. 9 minus 4 is 5. So I get 5 times 10 to the negative third. The next one we're going to take a look at is number 4. So first we're going to turn these into scientific notation. So I've got my decimal here. I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So I've got 4.5 times 10 to the 7th. And similarly over here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So plus 2.3 times 10 to the 7th. My exponents are the same, so I don't have to do anything. I'm doing 4.5 plus 2.3. That's going to give me 6.8, and then times 10 to the 7th. We keep that. Jumping down to number 5 here, we're going to convert those to scientific notation first. So we're going to do 1, 2, 3, 4. So we've got 6.25 times 10 to the negative 4th, and then minus 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.13 times 10 to the negative 4th. So same exponent, so we're just subtracting the numbers. 6.25 minus 5.13 gives us 1.12, and then we keep the times 10 to the negative 4th. Flipping over to the back. Now we have to rearrange some of the numbers because we don't have the same exponents. So I've got 4.7 times 10 to the 7th plus 3.4 times 10 to the 6th. So I like to just move to the left. It's a little bit easier because it just means we're adding one number. So I'm going to move my decimal place to the left. So now this becomes 0.34 times 10 to the 7th. So now that these are the same, I can add my numbers. So I'm going to do 4.7 plus 0.34. And that's going to give me 5.04. And I changed it to 10 to the 7th. Next, we've got 9 times 10 to the 5th minus 8 times 10 to the 4th. So again, my decimal point's here. To add one, I got to move it to the left. So now this becomes 9 times 10 to the 5th minus 0.8 times 10 to the 5th. So then we subtract 9 minus 0.8. We get 8.2 times 10 to the 5th. Next, we may see somewhere we have to convert one or the other. So this one we do need to convert. So I've got to scoot this over. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That becomes 3.2 times 10 to the 5th. My exponents are the same, so I don't need to change anything. I just got to do the math. 6.4 plus 3.2 is 9.6, and our exponent was to the 5th. And lastly, we've got number 13. So we've got Somerville has a population of 430,000 people, while Angleton has a population of 5.7 times 10 to the 5th people. What is the difference in population between the two towns? So you're going to try that one on your own.